Hey, this is Chempkin the Gamer Chick. We are in Caria Manor. This is the bottom floor. If I had a dedicated, like a 3D map, I could show you where I'm going, but right now I'm just heading to the left. No, I'm sorry, the right of the entrance. And we have these horrible, just horrific looking hands that I completely fail at fighting. Of all the enemies in this game, at least in the main game, I haven't beaten the DLC yet, or even started the DLC. Anyway, my point is that out of all the enemies, the hands are the toughest for me to fight. You know, not including bosses. It's just, I don't know, there's just something about it. Like, I can't predict where they're gonna move, even though it seems obvious. It's just, I don't know, something about their move set and just how quickly that double hit they can attack. And, oh my gosh, look at this. Like, you're about to see some embarrassing deaths coming up. Alright. Okay, well, the comedy just writes itself, so that's good. So we're heading to the left here. And we're gonna be heading the next grace, which is the second floor of Caria, maybe? I'm not sure what to call it. You know, all these graces have official names to them, but I never remember. I just remember the locations. So I continue to get my ass kicked by these hands, and in retrospect, at first it kind of hurt my pride and it was embarrassing. But you know what? It's actually kind of funny watching it back through the recording. So yeah, just enjoy that until we hit the next grace, and then I'll be talking about what I'll be doing then. So we're in the second part of the manor. This is the, well, I'm not sure, the second floor, maybe. We're going to be heading across these ramparts here, if that is the correct term. There are these phantom soldiers that pop up. I'm not sure if they respawn indefinitely, but I mean, of course they're going to respawn once you sit down to the grace. They're not too difficult. They're about as strong as everything else, you know, in terms of like little enemies. Not too bad. Unless they're getting up on you, then it's bad. Anyway, so right now I'm heading towards the grace. After I hit it, then I'm going to be heading back across here because there is a whip I want to pick up just to show you where it is. And then there is a unique weapon called the Sword of Night and Flame that I also want to show you where that is as well. And it's fine. It's pretty good. I think off the top of my head it costs 25 intelligence and 25 faith to wield, or at least 2 in order to do the weapon skill, which the light skill attack does the Flame of the Red Mane, I believe, and then the heavy skill attack does that Kamehameha wave that Renala does at the start of her phase 2 boss fight. Alright, up here, this is where the second grace is. Yep, this is the official upper floor. I was waiting for that pop-up. And, yeah, so here I am. I'm going to be going back to get those 2 items, and then we're going to be heading to the boss fight. Okay, so now we're back to where that wolf kicked my ass and I jumped down the cliff like a dumbass. So, we're gonna be heading to Loretta. She is this is her phantom form. I think we fight her physical form later, like late game. That'll be fun. Um, Here she's not too bad. I think I called her a mini boss at first, so my bad. She is an official boss. And she is on her horse and she casts magic with she also does a really sick bow attack. That is a really cool intelligence spell. I think it must cost at least like 60 int to cast and maybe 2 slots to equip. It's pretty good. It's a slow startup time, but man, it hits like a truck. Along with the Hammer of Haima, that is another intelligence spell that hits twice actually. It does even more damage if you're obviously close range and you charge it up first. I think it gives you iframes too, like hyper armor. I think it's the only spell that does that. So that and the arrow spell are two really good late game arsenals. So here we are fighting Loretta, and first time kicks my ass, I die, but like Renella, second time I get my revenge. Right, that is Loretta down. So, I have personally never used the Ash of War that she gives you, but I think it's pretty good. Pretty sure it's only for pole arms, like so the twin blade, the glaives, you can get the halberds. I think it's pretty good. That is I think she gave you the arrow spell too. I have to look back at it. Okay, so I skip ahead a little bit because there was a dragon that you have to sneak past or fight, and I chose to fight it because it wasn't leaving me alone to get to the tower that Ronnie is at. So once you get down to about half health, it just disappears, it fucks off, and then it reappears again later on. So right now I'm heading up the tower. This is the official start to Ronnie's quest line, and yeah, it's gonna be exciting. Her quest line is long. I have completed it, and it's oh man, it's long, but it's also pretty sad because for reasons that I will say later. So, as you're running up to Ronnie, she's gonna ask you, or well, rather, there's two ways to start this quest. You can either do it my way, which is you don't talk to Roger and you head up to the elevator and you talk to Ronnie that way, or you can go back to the Round Table Hold. You can talk to Roger and he's gonna say, "Hey, I want you to become Ronnie's servant to start her quest line," and that's just an alternate way to get there. Yeah, here's Ronnie.
Oh, again we cross paths. I believe I said my name was Rena when last we met. It pleaseth me to see Torrent hale and hearty, but tarnished. What business hast thou here? I have no memory of inking thee an invitation. No reason in particular thou claimest. Intriguing. Then mayhaps fate hath steered thee to this reunion. Wilt thou enter into my service? I am the witch Rani. I stole death long ago, and search now for the dark path, that I might one day upend the whole of it, and rid the world of all that came before. Well, has that roused thy interest? I see. A choice well made. Thou art a rare sword. Not many would have accepted the offer, but I require as much of those under my command. I anticipate good work from thee. Good. Then I ask we proceed with haste. There is, in my service, a half-wolven warrior by the name of Blythe. I would have thee join him in searching for the hidden treasure of Nokron, the Eternal City. I have called for Blythe to greet thee below. Take from him the particulars. Ah, and there wilt thou find Iji, my war counselor, and Salavis, preceptor in the sorcerous arts also. Heed not their peculiarities. Feel secure in gaining from them what advantage thou canst. I am sure the others will be doing just the same.
Oh, so you were the one. Lady Rani has explained everything. Again, I am Iji, the Carian royal family's dedicated blacksmith and Lady Rani's war counselor. I'm told that you are searching for Nokron with Blythe. I will give you whatever guidance I can, and pray for your success. My apologies for the misleading words of warning. I never imagined that an audience, let alone service to Lady Rani, was in your fate. I, for one, should have seen it, but I did not. Do forgive me, my fellow. Let us give all that we can of ourselves, together, for Lady Rani.
Long time, friend. Blythe. If you've forgotten, glad to have you in the service of Mistress Rani. Well, getting right to business. I'm still in Limgrave. The eternal city of Nokron lies somewhere at the bottom of this land. I'm planning to go below through the well in the Mistwood. See if I can't find the road to Nokron from there. I'm going below through the well in the Mistwood. See if I can't find the road to Nokron. Don't keep me waiting, eh?
I see. You must be Rani's new hireling. Yes, I've heard all about you. I am Salavis, preceptor in the sorcerous arts. I don't know what it is the mistress sees in a provincial tarnished like you. But since we have the misfortune of serving the same lady, I ask that you kindly try not to drag us all down with you.
Okay, so Salavis is an asshole, but I mean, I might as well do his little quest anyway. So right now I'm going to be heading to the catacombs right over here. Fia will actually tell you after you speak to Roger. Fia will tell you, hey, go here and get the knife print. I think the cutoff, because Roger's and Fia's quests are tied together a little bit. And I'm hoping after some time passes in the Round Table Hold, I can talk to Fia, and that will advance her quest. I haven't actually finished her quest yet, but I got a kind of far, and it's pretty cool. Basically, she tells you go here, get the knife print, and then she'll tell you to give a dagger to a certain someone in the Round Table Hold, and that will advance your quest. Anyway, so right here, this is the catacombs. I'm hitting the grace, and then I'm gonna die. And just embarrassing. God, look at this. Yeah, look at this. Amazing gameplay. Just spectacular. I'm so proud of this. So this is the proper way to get to the first boss. There's two bosses here. The first one is a Skelly dude, and he gives you the knife print, along with an accessory that restores your MP. And then the second, well, he gives you a death root as well. And then the second boss also gives you a death root, and that is a, gosh, it's either the hardest boss in the world or it's the easiest, because it doesn't have a lot of HP, so if you can hit it first, then you win. But it does a horrible spam attack, and if you get stun locked, if you're not wearing, heavy armor, and you get stun locked by that thing, then, man, it'll bleed you and it'll kill you in, like, seconds. And thankfully I got lucky here, but on one of my first characters, I got to this area, I went into that boss fight, and he has skeletons helping him. And for the life of me, I forgot what build I had, but I could not beat him. But here I do, so it was pretty satisfying. You can summon D here for help, and all the enemies in the catacombs, the skellies, the bosses, maybe not the bosses, but the skeleton bosses, undead, basically, they're all weak to holy damage, or, faith. So if you have a holy weapon or a holy Ash of War, then it'll really help here. I don't think it kills the skeletons in one hit, but, I mean, it stops them from coming back, I think.
I smell it. Death. Feed it me. Tarnished. Bring more deaths. I shall grant thee eye and claw. Feed me more.
So after a brief talking to for Garang, we are in the Sofa River. Shofa River? I'm honestly not sure how to pronounce this, how to pronounce the name, but we're right here. It is the lower place in the Mistwood. You go down the well, and the elevator will take you down here. I beat the boss of this already. I was so over leveled. It wasn't even. It was over before it. It was so short. Wasn't even bothered to show it. Anyway, to unlock the boss, you do have to light these sconces or the torches that are around this area. And then once you have it all, there will be a notification saying that hey, all the torches are lit. You can go fight the boss, and that's what I did. Now, in version 1 of this game, this place used to be absolute hell because of all the archers here. And Blythe is right up ahead. I'm running towards him right now. This place, the archers did so much damage with their stupid magic arrows. It was a pain in the ass. But thankfully they toned it down after a few patches, and now it's manageable. Here's our best boy Blythe.
Ah, good to see you. Apologies, mate, but I don't have much to report. I can see bloody Nokron right above me, but I'm absolutely stumped. I've tried all the gateways, to no avail. Perhaps it's time to ask Celevis. I recall that spiteful little rat acting like he knew something. Let's give him a squeeze. Show him just how sharp my teeth are. I jest. I wouldn't go that far. Besides, I should check on some things here. Leave this place to me. You just do what you feel is right.
Okay, in part 11, we'll be heading to Kaled and along with other places. So it'll be fun. It's the fun place next episode. Goodbye.